guys, Hello Bella here. I just wanted to do a quick review on the Dreamegg sound machine. I use this mainly for white noise, but it has tons of other settings. So in this video, I'm going to go through the different types of sounds it has, how I use it, and how I think it could be used, and just some of the pros and cons of this. This is around a $40 sleep machine, so it's really along the lines of a higher end sleep machine. I've seen some that are in the $20 range, and I think what you get for that is specifically, most of the reviews mentioned that other sleep machines have a problem when it comes to looping. So you'll hear the sound start over, and this can be particularly annoying when you are, trying to get to sleep and you keep noticing the loop happening over and over again. So that is one of the things that this does not do. It actually is pretty good about staying consistent throughout the night. I think that the main sound that I use is the white noise, but I've also turned it on some of the other relaxing sounds when I'm not really trying to go to sleep. I'm just kind of chilling in my room or, reading or thinking about something. I will use this just to kind of relax and calm down. And for someone who has a lot of anxiety and a lot of thoughts right before they go to bed, having that background noise and that sound on is really helpful in helping me get to sleep. So I'm going to play through some of the sounds and just let you hear it for yourself. Okay guys, this is the sound that I use pretty much every night, and this video was taken in my room, and I don't have any kind of special lighting. It's just that it's particularly dark right now, and I've got the machine turned on, and I think that this captures just kind of how chill and relaxing the sound really is. Alright guys, I just want to show you some of the settings, so I'm just going to turn it on. This is the sound that I usually use to sleep, and you can turn it up, you can turn it lower, and then these are changing through different sound cycles, so there's several different sounds that you can use, and you can also turn a light on. So I'll cut this lamp out so you can see. So here's a light that you can use, and you can also choose a different setting on the light that just fades in and out. Like if you're getting ready to go to sleep but you still need a little bit of light, you can use this light to kind of fade in and out as you get ready to go to sleep. And then you can turn it off. I'm going to cycle through some of the sounds here. Just another white noise sound. Another white noise sound. That is a signal that you've made it through all of the sounds for that particular button, and we can flip over here. You've got some more music related ones. Got some water. A stream. This is for like a nursery for a baby. Oh, more baby sounds. Crickets. I live in Alabama, so I don't really need to add any more crickets. There's a nice warm fire. More water. This is kind of like almost sounds like a heartbeat sound to me, kind of like a pulsing. Train tracks. And that's the end of that cycle. We'll flip over here. A car. So the one that I usually use is this one. I just feel like it's the most relaxing, especially when I turn off all of the lights. So that's the one that I find myself gravitating towards. Now this button right here, if you press this, it'll put it on a timer, so it'll go 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes if you don't want to keep it on all night. I personally leave it on all night because I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, and I just feel like it helps me get to sleep a little bit faster, and it also helps me stay asleep. I live kind of close to like a main road, so it's a little bit difficult to tune out all of the noise in the cars, and especially when it's winter, I don't really want to have a fan blasting in my room, so this has been really a great product for me to try out. I've actually never had any kind of like sound machine before. I guess I'm kind of like old school and I've always just used a fan, but I really prefer this to the fan at this point, and I think that in the future it's going to be very hard for me to sleep without this. I plan on bringing this to vacations and going out of town and things like that. It just makes things a little bit easier to sleep. As far as the power source goes, you can just leave this plugged up. I usually just leave it plugged in on my nightstand, and it's also got a headphone jack. If you are sleeping and you don't want to bother someone, you can always use the headphone feature of this, but I just leave it plugged up in my room, and I just leave it there all the time, and it's been a great asset to helping me sleep. Now, hopefully now that you've heard all of the sounds that this can make, you can determine whether or not it would be a good purchase for you. One other thing I wanted to mention is that you are able to completely turn off the light and make it totally dark, but it also will stay on the last setting that you use. So if you used a certain sound the last time that you went to sleep, you don't have to keep setting it every time you go to bed. All you have to do is turn it back on and it will remember the setting that you left it on. So I think that that's a pretty helpful feature, and it just kind of saves some time and energy when you're going to sleep. At night, I can hear sometimes loud cars, the sound of the radio in someone's car, or like motorcycles or police cars going by. And so this kind of just helps to drown out some of that sound overall. It makes for a little bit more restful sleep, and I don't feel like it deters any kind of like safety component. I feel like I would still be able to hear if, you know, there was like a home intruder. Hope that that would never happen, but I know that is kind of a cause for concern for some people. And, you know, it's always good to put cameras around your house when you can, and sleep with your door locked. Those are two other things that I do. And, you know, arm yourself if that is something that you also want to do, but that's just a conversation for another time. But I really like this machine. I feel like it helps me get to sleep, and anything that can improve your sleep honestly can improve your quality of life, because I know that when I do not get a good night's sleep, I feel terrible the next day. I'm not as productive, and I'm just not myself. So this has really helped me build consistent sleep habits, as well as relaxing when it's time to go to sleep. So I'd highly recommend the Dreamegg sound machine if you are someone who has trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. I think that this could be a great asset to your sleep routine. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Take care until then.